Hiya Duck, so it's come to work with me day. We're actually filming in my home studio today. How cool is that? So this client came all the way from London, believe it or not. How cool is that? And she loves like that natural look. So on her nails we actually have, not acrylic, Acrygel. So we've got the Acrygel in pink marshmallow. So I've built that out and we're going on with base coat now. And then I put the colour Laura on. And oh my God, how gorgeous is Laura? It's a transparent top coat. So it's a jelly top coat, but it's actually like a nude colour. And I've actually got it on my nails.
You confused me when you said that. It's a transparent top coat and I'm thinking, aren't they all transparent?
Yeah, so the jelly top coat collection
top coat, yeah.
has this nude jelly top coat, and I've got it on my nails in this video, but I've got it over the top of acrylic. The acrylic's a deeper shade, so you can see the difference between it on the top of a deeper acrylic than on a paler Acrygel, because the Acrygel is a lot paler. And I'm just going to clean up around the cuticle, make sure there is no product on the skin when we cure that, and then I'm just going to buff. The reason I'm buffing is because we're going to do artwork on top of this. So I like to work on a matte surface, but I don't want to add a matte top coat because we're going to add more layers, and I kind of want to keep the bulk down because we don't want bulky ass nails. So we want nice, thin, but strong, beautiful nails, and it is a natural look that we're going for.
Yeah, because they are short, so the wider that it's going to be, you don't want it to be bulky.
Yeah, if it's bulky,
wider and wider.
Yeah, it will. It'll look a
Especially
little bit
on short.
Yes. You probably wouldn't notice it on a longer nail.
And you know some people consider that long?
Really?
Yes. Like,
oh my
no
God.
word of a lie. You go into under the YouTube comment section, and some people will consider that as long nails.
Oh wow. So then we're going to take the colour down, and I've got the Lily Liner brush, and I'm using that to create these sort of like long swirly comma shapes. And that kind of shape, because it's running down the nail, is going to give the illusion of it
length.
Yes,
yeah.
Length. Even though they are short, because they like come over the finger a little bit by probably 3mm. But this
I'd be no good as a pirate because they have stripes going over.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
T-shirt on the side.
The horizontal stripes
Yeah.
are a no-go. They just make everything look wider.
I need to be like a prisoner because they have stripes going down, don't they?
Yeah.
Make me look thinner.
I can't see you in prison, to be honest. I think you wouldn't last long.
I think I'd run the place.
Would you really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Boss everybody about?
I'd have a spreadsheet, sort everybody out.
You'll organise everybody. Yeah, so we're creating these shapes, and you'll notice that I go from like a thicker to a very fine sort of swoosh, and that's what I want. I don't want to keep like the same thickness running through the nail. We want to create movement and a bit more interest. So if you go from a thicker line or swoosh to a thinner one, it kind of looks better. I think it looks better anyway. So the colour Dan is the colour we're using now, and we're going to like add different colours, but keeping that design flowing from the cuticle to the free edge. And you want to make sure that you don't like add bulk to the design either. So you don't want it to be massively raised. Some people get carried away and add too much product to the brush. If you add too much product to your brush, then it'll just lay on the nail and it'll be really like embossed. And that's fair enough if that's what you want, but for this design I don't want it to be embossed. I want it to lie really flat. The gel polishes are really pigmented, so you can do designs with this. You can paint to your heart's content and get really intricate designs, and you don't need a lot of product on the brush. And you'll notice as I sort of swoosh down, to get that fine line, I'm adding less pressure to the brush, and also the bulk of the product is at the tip of the brush, so that sits on first. Then we're going to use the colour The Bottle, and this looks really white on this video, but it's not. It's the palest pink, and basically it's exactly the same colour as the bottles. So it's a really pale baby pink, which I think like complements the colour Dan because it's sat right next to it. There's contrast. So if you're doing these kind of designs and you want to use the same colour scheme, so say you just wanted to use blue or you just wanted to use green, use different shades, but when you sit that next colour next, you know, when you sit those colours next together, what the hell,
is that a Stokeism?
It must be. When you sit the colours together, make sure you have a contrast between one pink and the other pink, or one green and the other green, or whatever colour it is that you're using. But I wanted
everything looks the same to me a lot of the time until you put them next to each other.
Oh god, yeah, when you see like all the different colours that we do, you think, oh, is that the same as that? No. Yeah. Put them next to each other, they are different. But you want to have contrast, so that's why we've used these colours. So now I've got the colour Summer. Summer is a brighter, slightly deeper pink. So we're going to sit that next to the colour Dan. There's still a contrast there. So you can see we've gone really light pink to like a mid pink. And then we've got this deeper pink, deeper / brighter. So not lighter, just more intense. Yeah. And I'm going to sit that next to the colour of the bottle as well. So we're going to like change it up. Some of them are going to look like a pink rainbow. I mean, I'm here for the pink rainbow. And some are going to be next to the other colours. So we're just going to change it up and create little bits of movement. And then we're going to use whiteout to do tiny little dots. This is taking me back to the 2000s, maybe 90s. Maybe it is the 90s actually.
Did you have a dots?
I did. Like everything that I did had to have these little dots on. And do you know what? Faye. So we think Faye's been coming to me for like 14 years. So when was that? Oh, so we are 2000s, early 2000s, yeah.
She's not that old.
No, she's not that old. But yeah, dots were a thing, and everything, every design had to have these tiny, tiny little dots on. But then I'm going to do a skinny French. So even though this nail is short, we still want a nice deep smile line. But the shorter the nail you do, the you can't go massively deep. So it's still a deep smile line, but it's not like as deep as maybe we would do if it was like a really massive long nail. So you need to bear that into consideration. But that deep smile line will actually elongate the nail as well. And then we're going to top coat the design, sealing everything in. So again, it was important to keep everything nice and thin because we want to top coat and keep everything nice and smooth like a baby's bottom. So then I'm going to go in and just buff little sections, and I'm just buffing where I'm going to put the crystals, and that's because crystals sit better and the gem gel sits better on a abrased surface, and I did not want this client to lose any of her gems. She's travelled a long way. I want longevity, so I want to put that onto a buffed surface. And then we're going to put the glossy top coat on, which is a tack-free top coat, but that right up to the stones to make sure that they stay on. You're kind of like kissing the stones with the product to make them sort of stay on that little bit better. So there you are, bit of cuticle oil, and she is all done. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. Look how natural they look. Well, they are. They're all natural nails. But yeah, let's see you in the next video, guys. Ta-ra, duck!